Good evening, everyone, and sir. Today I'm going to explain about what is a word classes. What is word classes? These word classes, it's the categories of word that we determines about the words itself and are used in grammar. For example, like a noun, these nouns can represent things. For example, like a person, places, concepts, or etc. But for the verbs itself, it's not same like nouns. The verb, the verbs itself, it represents the name or the action or maybe the states itself. These nouns can be used as a word subject, as the subject or the object of the sentence. And the verbs, it becomes a predicate. It can be used for a predicate of sentences. So these word classes, when we create sentences, basically it has a sentence, a subject and predicate, or maybe a noun plus verb. These word classes are divided into two main parts, which means the first one is a form words, and the second it's a function words. So the form words itself, as known, we call it a lexical words or a content words. But for a function itself, it's the auxiliary, determiners, conjunctions, modal, preposition, pronouns, and etc. And for no, in the synthetic description, basically like the word classes itself, it describe a form and a function that including their position to determine the structure description of the word. So, well, about the grammar and the syntax. The grammar itself, it's the head of this structure, of this sentence. And the syntax, um, let me imagine like this is the tree, not tree, the tree. Imagine that the head, it's the grammar, it's the main point of the sentences, and the branch, it's the syntax, maybe more of that. Basically, like it's the form or the and the function on this grammar and the syntax, which means it's different. I mean, for the grammar, it's the main point that we can change the sentences, but the syntax. For example, like um, we kill. No, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm skip it because I'm still in the progress to understand how the syntax, the grammar and the syntax itself. But well, actually, we are going to the next one, which means the form words. The form words also we know as lexical words, content words that including nouns, verb, adjective, and adverb. But for function word, we know it as a grammatical word, structure, and these three class in a function word, it's including about auxiliaries and modals, conjunction, pronouns, preposition, and more else or etc. So about the function, like girls are enjoy the chocolates. The nouns girls and the chocolate is the subject and the direct object of the sentence. But according for their position, these words usually refers to the position unit that can take within the other units. So for a form words, it's the process of semantic property or the content that contribute to the meaning of the sentence, which mean they can occur. For these form words, it has four type, which mean the first one is a noun, verb, adjective, and adverb. So we are going to the next one, which mean it's a noun. This noun when us. This noun, what I can answer it, it's a represent a concrete or as abstract. For example, like me, for myself, that I am a human. I am human. I am a noun because it can represent as a person, a place, a qualities, states of existence, ideas, and etc. We are going to the next one, which is it's a verb. Verb. It's a lexical or a main verb. It's a member of the open class that includes all verbs except auxiliary verbs. These verbs it's represent as an action, and this verb typically express an action, state, or other predicate meaning. We're going to the next one, which means the adjective. Adjective. It's a word that describes about a noun or a pronoun or maybe a noun phrase. In semantic, it's about to change the information given by the noun itself. For example, like tell me about the information for more rich, I think that's the example for me. It's the adjective. It's describe about what the person do. For example, like I am um doing some no. For example, like I work in the office yesterday because I was late. The noun I, it's the person. Work, it's the action, which means it's a verb. Office, in the office, in office, for exactly. In office, it's you can correct me if I'm wrong, or maybe like it is a noun phrase because office it's a place. Um, maybe work. Um, sorry, because I'm still confused about this one, this adjective and the adverb. And I'm going to the next part, which means the adverb, because um, I'm explain the adverb. It's a word that modifies a verb adjective, maybe another adverb, determiner, clauses, and essential. Or maybe like modifies the sentence. These adverbs, it's typically express the manner, place, time, frequency, degree, or maybe more else. Answering the question such as how, in what way, when, where. This is called as a adverbial function. The adverb itself are traditionally as a one of the parts of speech. The term of this adverb implies the function of the adverb itself to act as modifiers of verb or maybe verb phrase. Okay, I'm going to the next one, which means it's the function word. So basically, when I explain it before, it's the form word. But exactly what I meant, it's about we are going to the next one, which means the function word type. The function word or I can say it's a grammatical words that is no lexical meaning or even have ambiguous meaning that express a relationship among the other words within a sentence or the mood of the speaker. These function words are usually signal the structural relationship that words that have one another, and it's become like a glue when we um, make a sentence. For example, like on, this is on, you and this one it's defeat. When we make it into one, this is the function word undefeated. Undefeat, or maybe like this one, it's the im, I and am. This it's the possible. If we combine this one, it's become impossible. That's the function word. And this function word or a verb, it's important elements in the structures of sentences because this function word include the auxiliaries, determiners, conjunctions, interjections, preposition, pronoun, and more the others word, class word, which means it's a closed class words. These function words belongs to the class because it's very uncommon because it have a new function that created in the course of speech. In the open class, okay, this is the open class, and this one on my left, you can say like this is the open class, and this is the closed. For the open class, we have four classes, word classes. It contains four types, which mean the first one, for example, like this. The first one, it's noun. Noun, it's a thing, place, person. The second, it's a verb. Verb itself, it described as an action. The third one, it's adjective that describe a noun or pronoun. And the last one, it's the adverb. Adverb itself, it describes the verb or the action itself. That's the open classes. For the close that I already said it, say it before, it can be auxiliary, determiners, conjunction, qualifiers, modals, preposition, interjection, and more else, or etc. That's the close word close class words, if I'm not forgot. So in the close class words, we have an auxiliary verbs. These auxiliary verbs, as we known as helping verb, like I am, is, or can do, maybe more more auxiliary verb because it forming the verb in tenses, moods, and the voices, and it can also add emphasis or negation to a sentence. That's the auxiliary verbs. The second is the determiners. Determiners such sorry. Determiners are a words as an article that can be a function as adjective that that modify a noun and go to show the readers about the noun, such as like a specific or a general itself. That's the determiners. We go to the conjunction, which means it's a part of a sentence that separate the sentence into two one. Two sentence, I think, or maybe a clauses and a phrases to a sentence. The example of the conjunction is and, but, for, yet, neither, or, because, before, and etc. That's the conjunction. We I already said that this is the closed class word. Basically, I'm going to explain it maybe five because more of the closed class word I'm still learning. So in a progress, I think. And the next one is the preposition. Preposition is a part of a speech that relation of a noun or a pronoun to another word. These relations in preposition are included where, when, who, or what. That's the relationship in preposition. And the example is um, the river that flows through the woods. The preposition phrase about that sentence, it's a through the woods. I can say the preposition on that sentence, it's true, through the woods. The preposition, it's through, not the words itself. We already, I already explained four of them, and the last one is the question words. The question words are function words that can be used to ask and question. For example, like, well, um, where do you put your book yesterday? Or when we can go for a meeting? Maybe like make um about the schedule, like for like that. Who is that? Is that a new lecturer? Or maybe not. That's the question words that I can make an example for that. That's the function word that I can explain. And that's all that what I know about our class, our work classes. Our work classes have two types, which mean it's about a word form, a form words, and the second it's a function words. For a form words, we can call it as a noun, verb, adjective, adverb. Or we can say this one is a lexical words. The second, it's the function words. It has an auxiliary, preposition, pronoun, qualitative question words, and many else. Determiners, interjection, conjunction, and yeah, etc. It's more that I cannot explain it more detail because I'm still in a progress to learn about this. And that's all from me. But I forgot to introduce myself. So my name is Angelus Nopenson. You can call me Luis. I'm from fifth semester in Widya Dharma, and that's all from me. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, sir, for this presentation.